Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know what time it is, man. I'm trying to keep dropping this content. I don't like to go too into people's stuff as far as like, show people's videos and all this, because I'm not really trying to dig into their content. I mean, I will if I need to in the future, if I really need to have something explained or to have you see it visually, but I'm not really trying to go on other people's content. I tend to like to do it myself unless I'm doing like reactions. But outside of that, man, look it. I know there's been clipping in the last video. I'm trying to get that under control, but it's just there's a lot of things that goes into it. And since I don't constantly have a stationary setup, I have to set it up in different spots, whatever. But that's beside the point, man. Shout out to Grimy for TV. Shout out to Grimy for Radio, man. Shout out to all my boys that I really be rocking with solid. And let me just get into this, dude, because I constantly having these arguments, and I try not to get into it with people on social media, because especially if they're anywhere near me, as far as like in the same hemisphere. Like, you got these cats that like get into, these dudes are like from Canada, and you got other dudes that's like in NY, you got dudes in South Carolina, you got all these dudes in these other states that I just be like tripping on why they would be so heavily invested in things that transpire out here. Now, it's one thing, like, I get it. If you are an active individual, as far as like actively gangbang, actively taking part in certain things, and I could see why you would have some investment in Cali, not only Cali politics, but the state of California, as far as like the street code, because there's a lot of things that's challenging right now. That's a challenge to Los Angeles, dealing with combating these, these fools that like to run their mouth too much, other fools that's telling, fools that are CIs, and all these other cats have been slipping through the cracks, only waiting to, get their due when it's time for it to come. Like, so I see it. It's like on the outside looking in. You're wondering why certain things are being allowed to transpire, and you feel the need to speak on it, like I said, for whatever reason. And I'm just going to tell you this, dude. If you're not from California, dude, it really don't pertain to you. If you're not from California and you're not a gangbanger, you know what I mean? I could see like with the Bloods and Crips, and you're from other states, you would have an investment, because this is where it started. You know what I mean? So of course you want to stay tuned in. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. Or if you're a Southerner, but if you notice, there's no Southerners really getting on the internet talking about, there's none getting on the internet talking about murders that are still, or unalivings that are still in progress, stuff that's happening. And if you do find that, it's because these channels are no good. Open cases don't get spoke on. It's just what it is. And for the most part, people tend to, homies tend to avoid them altogether. Like, it's just no need to talk about it because it didn't involve us. And even if it did, we're not self-criminating, especially if we ain't did the time for it. But like, I don't get it, dude. Like, you fools are heavily invested in what goes on out here. Like, I watched all these videos. For one, I trip out when I see a female talking about Bloods and Crips, and you ain't even a Blood or Crip, regardless if we the same race or not. Like, you don't have nothing to do with that. You have nothing to do with the street life, but you find it, not only you go out of your way to commentate on it, but your commentation is disrespect. Like, you're not really doing nothing. Like, you fools are assuming, you chicks that talk about it are assuming that just because you heard something about Big U, whatever transpired between Nipsey and whatever, that's hood thing. That's their hood. It has nothing to do with you. If you ain't for Neighborhood 60 Crip, it had nothing to do with you. Yeah, you can feel sorry for what happened. I was hot at what happened. The fact that he lost his life, because everybody seen the potential, even if you ain't a Crip or a Blood, like, or you know what I mean? Like, you seen the potential. So yeah, there's some fools that was upset about it. And yeah, when you heard alleged people had something to do with it, yeah, it's mad. But at the end of the day, dude, that's their politics. That's their gang culture, whatever. That's how they get down. He was from 60s, dudes from 60s, and not saying he had anything to do with it, but what people are alleging, whatever, we'll just leave it like that. They're from Neighborhood 60 Crip. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why some of you females are even getting involved. It just seems like, and you're being disrespectful about it. Like, there's a couple of I've seen disrespect Big U, and it's like, dude, like, would you say that in his face? Like, you wait till he got busted and look for an opportunity to make a video to come up, because that's what it is. It's a cash grab. You're looking, it's something that you could really get into and talk about, but just because you can don't mean you should. You have nothing to do with the street. Shut up. Like, it's just what it is. Be quiet, go on about your way, go reduce your baby's dads, like do something, go get some child support, do something, you know what I mean? Some of you, like, you just look like you just dying. Like, are you looking for a handout? Like, yo, dumbass, you know what I mean? Like, you just sound stupid worrying about gang politics and street politics and what's taking place in the streets when you have nothing to do with it. I don't care if your brother was a gangbanger, you have nothing to do with it. Shut up. Now, you outsiders that ain't even affiliated, you need to too. I got into one dude, he's talking about LA's taking an L. How's they taking an L, dude? What you don't understand is LA don't just consist of neighborhood Crips. You got gangsters, you got trades, you got riders, you got hustlers, you got all this stuff, dude. So you mean all of them are taking an L because two dudes decided to run their mouth and possibly get their homeboy indicted? That has nothing to do with that. Ain't even on all the 60s. That's on these two fools that's running their mouth. That's on them. They ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. So saying LA, I'm not even from LA, the city. I'm from LA County. I'm from San Fernando Valley. So we ain't taking the L, like, because it's still business as usual. I'm still going to work. I'm still taking care of my kids. I'm still tired. I'm still doing whatever I do. So that has not, LA is not taking the L. You can remove 2,000 gangbangers from Los Angeles and it will still continue to do what it do. It's not going to stop the murders, not going to stop the drug slinging, it's not going to stop the pimping, it's not going to stop nothing. Gangbanging will continue to go the way it goes. A lot of you fools that be speaking on the gang stuff and they ain't even from here, your politics are weird anyway. Half you fools get along and kick it together. Like, oh, we don't really trip like that. So okay, so you're not tripping on color, you're not tripping that he's a Crip in the blood. You fools are kicking it like it's the best thing since, you know what I mean? Like, so you can't really speak on Cali. And the dude that got into it wasn't even a gangbanger. This dude was like a chef or something. But he's like, yeah, you know, out here in Memphis. I'm like, Memphis is a different place. And most fools that are from Memphis talk about the first thing they do is shoot. So your claim to fame is that you fools will shoot faster and don't want to fight. But yet somehow Big U and certain people are blight on the black community, but yet you're entertaining the fact that half you fools are unaliving each other for the smallest thing, for stupid beefs that you can get these with. But you rather, oh, I gotta clip, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense to downplay one thing but to glorify another. It makes absolute, is a straight contradiction of whatever, like, at the utmost level. And people that have some semblance of intelligence, you would figure wouldn't even speak like that. Like, if you're a chef and you don't have nothing to do with the street, why are you so worried about it? You're like a broad, dude. Like I swear some of you dudes act like straight females. Don't worry about what's going on in Cali. Cali will continue to be Cali, and Cali ain't just Los Angeles. Cali is California. You got north, you got south, you got from Dago all the way up to, man, you dudes need to stop. But what about Seattle? Seattle out there clapping. You got the Bay, you got Sac, you got all that. Why is it just LA? LA ain't the only place that's dangerous. LA ain't the only place that's getting down grimy. LA ain't the only place sliming people out. People get slimed out all through California. There's certain places you go in Dago and lose your life. And this, hold on, let's take it even further. Let's go into the 805 and some of those. Let's go into Ventura County and all. Like, fools get slimed out everywhere. That's not LA. That's Ventura County. Like, fools get slimed out everywhere, dude. Stop worrying about LA. LA is going to continue to do what they do because LA has always been grimy, dude. And LA don't just consist of Bloods and Crips. LA also got Southsiders. LA also got other fools, that taggers that will clap you just as quick. They got everything, dog. That's not an L. It's an L to the dudes from Rolling 60s because that's a big homie from their hood. These other fools like Brick and Loose Cannon, they can afford to lose that. That means nothing. But even with Big U going, that's not going to stop the 60s from continuing. That's like taking somebody from Hoover. You can take their biggest homie, but they're still going to be out there functioning because they just with that type of function. The same with the biggest hoods that's from the South to the smallest hoods from the South. You take one of them fools out, it's rare that they fall. And even if it's just for a slight second, them fools there's always a resurgence of that hood because, you know, there's a couple of Rockmans that just died out. They just died out, period. Nobody was, you know, the older fools weren't weren't jumping in young fools no more. They just weren't jumping in nobody. So they allowed themselves to die out. So that's different. But this is not an L for LA. This is just an L for the fools that was out here actively running their mouth about certain things, and they're reaping the consequences of that. These fools are most likely going to get washed. Unfortunately, Big U got caught in that. But that's what happens when you got dudes like Loose Cannon and Brick Bay out here loosely running their mouth on podcasts. Like, and I say, that's why I say, like, Adam, you know, he employs the crash outs, dude. He's gonna get his money, and it's not gonna be the first and the last, I can tell you, because it's a trend now. Dudes like to get on these podcasts and run their mouth in certain ways. Like, it's cool to ask certain questions, but when you start delving deep into question that, even though it's gonna get you the views, but when you start delving deep into things that could possibly get you, yeah.
I got you.
You gotta go get it from your brother.
I got you.
Oh, the helicopter. My son is crazy. Yeah, go get it from Ryland.
An airplane I got you.
Okay. I'm gonna come right now. But you see, like, it don't end, dude. Like, even that situation, I gotta take care of my business. And he's going to be popping in and out because he's young. But that's all I'm gonna really say on that. For you out of towners that's just speaking on it, it's cool, like it's content. But when you start, it's one thing to speak about it on a certain level, and it's another thing to speak about it on a disrespectful level. Don't be disrespectful about it. Just because Big U is getting maybe in jail for the rest of his life, don't mean you should call him the B word or this or that, because it's disrespectful. He did nothing to you. Like, you weren't related to Nip, so why are you so worried about it? You know what I mean? Like, the only ones that should be really feeling that was his girl, his baby's mom, his brother, Black Sam, like the family. You other dudes that just, you know, you taking up on yourself to be disrespectful to people because you feel like it's content. Like, you just, that's slow, dude. Like you might as well be abroad on a period. Like, it's just that's giving real, like, feminine energy, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna get on here and talk about some fool that I don't know just because he might allegedly have did something. That's not my business. Whatever things that take place in Los Angeles as far as like unaliving had nothing to do with Zod. That's hence the fact I'm out of jail and not in that. Yeah. Hence the fact that I'm not incarcerated. I'm on the streets doing what I need to do as a man. I don't get involved in none of that. Like, if it don't have nothing to do with Zaza, I don't get involved. It doesn't benefit me or my family for me to go out and be disrespecting dudes that I probably ain't never gonna run into. And even if I do, like, what's the outcome? One of us gonna have to go, and then what? I'm back in jail, or he's back in jail for unaliving. It's like it makes no sense at the end of the day, especially when you reach an age to where you're already nearly 50. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're halfway to it, like, it's just like, you know, you got to make things make sense. And the only thing that makes sense to Zod at this moment is getting that money and taking care of my family. That's the only thing that makes sense, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And prospering that way. The street stuff ain't really nothing to me because I've been there and done that. I show respect to everybody. I still do certain things, but I don't get involved in all the political aspirations and stuff. Like, that stuff is nothing to me, dude. I don't need nobody to praise me. All I need to do is get this money for my kids and get to traveling, because probably by the end of this year I hope to be on a trip, you know. Now y'all can help me if you want to donate to that trip, but I doubt that's gonna happen. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully things go the way they're supposed to go, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But it sucks when it's somebody from your own hood that got you caught up. And not to say that they personally got him caught up, because I'm sure there was other things involved in his, you know, illicit activities or alleged illicit activities that got him snatched up. Sometimes you got to move a lot smarter, a lot different. But I'm gonna implore anybody that has been incarcerated for that many years and is known for being in and out of it, once you get a chance to really be free of something, be free of it, dude. Do not allow yourself to continue going down the same path, because once you're in that case, dude, there ain't nothing in there for you, dude. It's the same. It ain't nothing in there for you, dude. Let it go. Let it go, dude. And for the ones that's paying attention as young, man, it ain't worth it, man. Go get that money, get these chicks, get this money, get the cars, get you a house, be one of them young fools that's really out here just doing it. Cause the street, dude, the prison, jail, all that, it's like it's watered. It's watered, and all it's gonna do is get you life because somebody, you know, whatever. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. It's your boy Big Zod. And out of towners, man, if you got something to talk about it. But don't be disrespectful about it, and don't compare LA and say we're taking the L, because they not. If that was the case, First 40 ain't got nothing to do with Los Angeles. It's all based out of state, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, the proof is in the pudding. So anything about LA being solved, because you ain't gonna say it when you're out here. With that being said, I'm your boy Zod, and I'm out.